What's good, y'all? Ya Clout Podcast in the building. We back. Your boy Mike Sears. As always, my brother from Northern Ireland, Vod Crack in the building.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Last weekend, went to a show, Revelations tour, lit. One of the greatest nights of my fucking life, yo. Hey, yo, you know the dude with the Pusheisty mask I told you about? I hit the weed pen with the nigga and all that?
Yeah.
He commented on the video, bruh.
Nice.
I thought that was
That's
dope, you know? Yeah. Shout out to him, bruh. That was a dope-ass night, but I wasn't missing that for the fucking world. So, yeah, we back. And spooky season has approached. My favorite season of the year right now as a grown adult. Before it was Christmas, but fuck that Halloween shit I worship. And around this time on Ya Clout Podcast, we always do Halloween-based things. Last year, we did some Halloween shit. And me and Mobility One did our top 25 horror movies of all time. And right now, we tackling Ganksta NIP with his sophomore album, Psychic Thoughts of What I Conceive. Turned 30 years old this year. Rap a Lot Records. Around 5 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, I can't really call it. Me and the boy Vod did his debut, his 1992
4 years ago,
debut.
I think. Yeah.
4?
Yeah.
The South Park Psycho, which is a 5-mic album for me. Okay.
I agree. Yeah.
And that leads into how I got in the NIP. Yeah, I said this 1,000 times. It was like 96. I know it was 96, Vod, because my brother's dad at the time he gave me the Don't Be a Menace soundtrack.
Yeah.
And at that same time, Unc was playing that album for me, the South Park Psycho, which 96, that soundtrack came out. So I'm doing the math. You know what I'm saying? Had to be 96. And I was blown away, like absolutely blown away. I always had a CDR of it. I had a dub cassette from my uncle, but it wasn't until I met Vod I got South Park Psycho, and this album too. And there you have it. You know what I'm saying? His third album was a Psychotic Genius. What's the name of that album?
Yeah, that's
96. Yeah, I gotta go back to that. I don't remember that for fuck. So I gotta.
I listened to it today.
How is it?
I like it. I think it's got really good production on it, like very West Coast-ish production.
Yeah,
there's a lot of like G-Funk lines on there.
I like bad artwork sometimes in that album. You know, covers like kind of bad artwork. I fucks with it, but you know what I'm saying?
Well, speaking of artwork, should we get into it? The front cover for this album?
What the fuck is it?
I know I've been looking at this today, and I'm trying to figure it out. So on the left. So first of all, I didn't realize for the longest time that these are two different people on the front. I thought it was Ganksta NIP on both sides. It's not. The guy on the left is Lil Fry, who's a part of the SPC, the South Park Coalition, and on the right is Ganksta NIP. I didn't realize that for the longest time because they look so similar on the front.
They do.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like them niggas too. Point blank looks just like them niggas too.
Yeah. I don't know. At this time, and I think in general, like Ganksta NIP, he's a follower of. I think he follows like the Nation, doesn't he? Like as far as I know.
Yeah.
So like, on the right, he's like pointing the pistol at like the white guy who's dead on the ground, and it says like resurrected, while the guy, Lil Fry on the left is like. And they're shooting at like a zombie or something, and he's like mentally dead or something. I don't know. I don't fully get it, but like it's probably some like pro-black thing. That's kind of what I get from it. Yeah.
Yeah, because NIP means, what is it? Nation of Islam is powerful.
Nation is powerful. Yeah.
And he talks about the Mosque 45, and I'm not no fucking Muslim, but I know a lot about it because of my best friend's uncle. You know what I'm saying? He taught me a lot, and I'm just into that shit, like Malcolm X and all that. So I know what a mosque is and all that, you know what I'm saying? And he talks about that quite a bit. And it's funny you mentioned Little Fry because I'll send it to you. I watched this dope-ass little piece on AMP. It was in Houston News. They're talking about, you know, because Smoking Amp was a song on the South Park Psycho. And they interviewed John Beto. You know, John Beto on there. They interviewed Ganksta NIP, and he's like laughing. I would have smoked that shit. I just talk about it. You gotta see it. It's dope.
That's good.
And it just showed what PCP is, like embalming fluid. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about how people get addicted to that, and it showed Beto. I was like, oh, that's dope, man. That's dope. But Ganksta NIP, man. That's how I got into him. How about you, Vod? Same time around me, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, not
No.
96.
My bad. But I was thinking about the CD.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Like around the time we first met each other and stuff. Yeah, around that time I got the Nip albums as well. I got I got like basically his Rap a Lot run,
Yeah.
and yeah, I remember getting it off someone who didn't speak English at all, so that was fun.
I remember you telling me that, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, for me, it was like his association, obviously, with Rap a Lot Records and Ghetto Boy specifically. So obviously, you know, Ganksta NIP wrote Chucky for Bushwick Bill on We Can't Be Stopped. So that's, I mean, that's one of my favorite songs. So
Oh,
yeah, obviously, when I found out that he wrote that, that was like, yeah, I needed to check him out. So that was kind of my gateway into Ganksta NIP. And yeah, I mean, I agree with you. South Park Psycho is just a phenomenal album. I listened to it again this week, and it's so good.
It's fucking great. It's how it is when you fucking with a psycho.
Yeah, I mean, horror movie rap and, you know, Get Out the Game, you know, Rough Brothers from South Park. Like, everything on that album is amazing.
Black God.
Slaughter. Yeah.
Slaughter is one of my favorites, bro.
Paranoid.
Yeah. What is that? Was that the Stranglehold sample?
Yeah, Ted Nugent. Yeah.
Ted Nugent. Yeah. Crack.
What a brilliant like use of a sample. Like very inspired, very original.
Yeah, I love that shit. Rick Rubin, fuck you. Yeah.
To your niece, to your nephew.
Yeah. Punchlines galore through that album. That's what disappoints me about Nip, because that album's so fucking good. He never met that album. Like, even if it didn't meet it, at least have something close to it, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we'll get into it, but like this album came out pretty close. Like this only came out like a year and a bit afterwards. You would think that they would be similar, but no. Like Psychic Thoughts is a completely different album.
It is.
He sounds different. He raps different. Lyrics are different. The production's different. Like everything. It's like a different artist.
It is, and that's. We'll get into it at the end. I'll give my full thoughts, but let's get into it. Ganksta NIP, Psychic Thoughts. One, we get the SP shout out, you know, South Park Coalition shout out. A real spooky instrumental with the NIP shouting out all the South Park Coalition members and various homies. Two of his barbers, you know, Mike Dean and Vito, Rap a Lot producers, get shout outs on here. Too Short and Spice One, you know. Ross always said, you know, you're my nigga, boy. You're a nigga, boy. Classic. Talks about his idol, Ice motherfucking T, you know. And he gives a shout out to the Moss 45 and all that, you know, Allah and all that. It's just long.
It's a bit too long. Yeah, for sure.
4 minute shout out, my nigga. Come on. A minute long be nice, but
yeah, I mean, and the thing is as well, it's like South Park Psycho starts off pretty much the same way. You know, it has like basically like a shout out intro as well, but it's shorter on the South Park Psycho, and it's I think creepier as well. Like the instrumental is a bit creepier in on the intro track of that album. But yeah, like you said, this is still like a pretty good, like kind of spooky intro.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's fine. Honestly, you could maybe put this at the end and have a different intro, if you know what I mean. Like this would be a good outro, but have it like a different intro. Maybe like have the same beat, but have like a different, like him talking over it or like something. You know what I mean? But like this would have been could have worked at the end, kind of like What It 70 Wrote by Spice One had like a good like shout out song at the end, you know, something like that. But yeah, it's okay. It's just a bit too long for sure. 4 minutes. Yeah.
Fucking long, bro.
Do it like half the time.
Yeah. Then we get Trance, second track on the album. Dope beat. Nip comes correct on here. The beat is what I like the most about the song. You know what I'm saying? Not much to say about it. It's just all right. You know, my personal opinion.
Yeah,
the beat is what saves it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I like the production on here. What's really annoying with Rap a Lot Productions is like their albums, like in this period, they were really bad at crediting like their producers and stuff, so that you don't know who did what. They just list everyone on the back, you know what I mean? So like John Bito did stuff on here. K Reno apparently did production on here. Crazy C did production. Ganksta NIP himself, but like who knows who did what basically. But yeah, I like the song. I like how it transitions from the shout out into the trance. You know what I mean? I like you know, it's a pretty smooth transition. And yeah, it's just a really kind of dark kind of song. But immediately you hear the difference in Ganksta NIP himself. You know, he's very different on this album. You know, on the first album, South Park Psycho, like you mentioned, there's a lot of like clever lines in South Park Psycho. What's so brilliant about that album is that I think it brilliantly balances between like obviously dark, you know, violent subject matter, but at the same time it's so like off the wall and surreal. But he does that brilliantly, like better than anyone else I can think of, you know? Like that brilliant balance between like being like shocking and brutal, but at the same time there's like a dark comedic element to it. And it's very hard to pull that off, but he did that in the South Park Psycho brilliantly. He doesn't really
Yes,
do that
sir.
on this album, you know?
No.
Like all those great lines that you can think of from the first album, like, you know, I threw a brick through a window in Houston and it broke a window in Tokyo, like crazy lines like that. You know, all I have to do is look mean and start a flood in Russia. You know, like all those great lines from the first album.
Oh,
You don't
amazing line.
you don't really get that on this album. That's kind of what you immediately hear that for sure. He doesn't sound bad on this album whatsoever, or on trance. He definitely doesn't sound bad here, but yeah, definitely lyrically he's just more kind of straightforward. You know, he's just talking about, you know, I've got you in my trance. And you know, he says, you know, he definitely comes across as a bit unhinged and crazy, but he doesn't have those like creative funny lines that he had before on the first album. Just yeah, immediately on trance you definitely notice that there's a difference here. But yeah, I like the production, but it's not like a super standout song. It's pretty good though. It's a pretty good starter.
I'm gonna say this early on. Nip on South Park Psycho is Jordan on the Bulls.
Yeah.
Nip on his this is Jordan on the fucking Wizards in 03 and shit.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Jordan when he was trying to play baseball or something.
There you go.
Maybe that's too harsh. I don't know.
I'll be honest, I don't feel the same way I used to about this. I don't know, dog. We'll get into it, but yeah. Ugh. Psychic Thoughts is next, title track. Nip talks about dealing with, you know, psychic thoughts. Also talks about the weed making him paranoid. It's a line I do like on here though. Faces of Death ain't no more movie. Well, no, Faces of Death ain't no movie no more. And now it's reality. Which Faces of Death was some fucking like a series they had on VHS where they showed like real deaths apparently. I don't know how real that is, but I remember people talking about that shit in school back in the day. Like elementary school, middle school, you know what I'm saying? Crazy shit. But yeah. Psychic Thoughts is dope. I like the chorus and shit, you know. I like it better than Trance, but it's not hitting me like motherfucking the first record, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
It is what it is.
I definitely know what you mean. This is actually, I would say, one of the better songs of the album for me. I do like this song quite a bit. It has that classic rap a lot production where it uses like it sounds like either like a 70s or 80s like kind of guitar riff in the background. You know what I mean? I thought that sounded really good. And yeah, I like the hook on here, like you said as well. You know, pretty simple, but it sounds dope. You know, psychic thoughts or what I can see. Are they true or am I full of bad weed? You know, I like that. And yeah, again, like Gangsta NIP, he's pretty good on this track, but again, he doesn't have those kind of clever lines that you know, made up most of the South Park Psycho album. And you can tell that he was definitely like his affiliation with like the Nation of Islam and all that was kind of like it played a bigger role in his life. It must have on this album because just little like his use of certain lines, like you know how he says, you know, psychic physiology, devil's gonna die. Hold up, a vision is coming. Unknown creatures fly from the sky. You know what I mean? He's definitely like deeper in the sort of nation aspect. It's slightly more like political album, definitely compared to the first album. But yeah, I think it's a good song. I do think it's one of the highlights on the album. And yeah, I really like the production on here. It's like I said, like classic rap a lot production on here for sure.
Yeah, that's the way I feel about the next track, Reporter from Hell. I rock with the creepy production on here. Nip just talking about being in hell. The devil, I hate you because you're wicked by nature. Definitely one of the better songs on the album for me personally. One of my favorites for sure is Reporter from Hell.
Yeah, Reporter from Hell is pretty cool. It's a short track. There's not too much to it. It's only like 2 minutes, but yeah, again, it's like a more political track because again, he's talking about, you know, the reporter being the devil, basically. So yeah, definitely more on the kind of political uh, side of things here. And yeah, like you said, got like a dark beat to it. Nothing too crazy, but just kind of simple. Lays in the background, does its thing. But yeah, it's a decent track. It's not like one of my personal favorites. A little bit too short, but yeah, it's a cool song.
Yep. Next we get Set Up Bitches featuring Les Monet. That's how you say a fucking name. Nip talking about how hoes can set you up in various ways. They can suck you and fuck you, but then body your ass or poison your drink. I think the bitch on here is whack as fuck. That's just my personal opinion. The chorus annoys me. Almost a 5-minute song as well. I like the moral of the story and all that, but overall, I'm not a fan of this song. Nip ends the song by telling a story of, him fucking this bitch. Some nigga tried to you know, get there and get the drop on him, but he ends up bodying the fool. Yeah, I'm not fucking with that at all.
Yeah, I
That's just
think
me.
fair enough. Yeah, I think this song is okay. For me, it's like my main issue with this song is that I feel like this is a subject matter if it's talked about quite a lot in hip hop, and it's like I don't need this from Ganksta NIP. You know what I mean? It's like this isn't what I
Yeah,
want to hear from you. Obviously, I respect and understand the situation, but I just feel like we hear this kind of story in hip hop quite a lot, and when I pick up a Gangsta NIP album, I want something that's different. Yeah, Les Monet. I don't really know who that is. I did some research, and yeah, Les Monet had an EP in '94. That was it. So yeah, not too much going on there. But yeah, to me, she was just like a typical, like average, like female MC around this time. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Not special, nothing distinguished about her. And yeah, I thought the song was okay. I just didn't really. I don't feel strongly one way or another, basically. But yeah, like I said, this isn't what I want from them personally.
No, like he's a super villain on the first record. Like he don't get caught up. He kills bitches. He don't get caught up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, it's
He don't
weird.
get set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's just yeah. Not good for me. All right, only Nip can do it. I rock with this joint because it's one of the very few songs on the album that kind of reminds me of the debut, beat wise. You know what I'm saying? Dope, dope track. You know what I'm saying? Tad bit too long though, but one of my favorites on here, I would say. Yeah, not ultimate favorite on here. It's like picking straws with this album because I don't like it that much. I'm keeping it a stack. Ain't gonna like everything.
Well,
Well, it
it's
is
fun
what
to
it
do.
is.
It's fun to do albums like this. I think.
Absolutely, nigga. We
Yeah.
did Shaq.
Yeah. Yeah, only Nip can do it. I think this is probably the best song on the album as far as lyrics go. I actually think this is the closest he gets to the first album lyrically, for sure.
Yeah.
A good example of that is where he says, "Doubt Spark in South Park. It's worse after dark. Went to jail for trying to breed a pit bull with a dead shark." That sounds like something he would say on the first album, and I love that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's a pretty good song. Like you said, maybe a little bit too long. That seems to be a problem with him sometimes. That's actually we mentioned Psychonic Genius earlier, which is the follow up to this. That's my problem with that album is that all the songs are too long. They're like that album only has like 12 songs, but they're like most of them are like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? It's a little overkill, but yeah, only Nip can do it. I think this is a good song. Like I said, this is my favorite song from him as far as like his lyrics go. And yeah, and I agree completely that this to me is the closest that you kind of get on this album to something from the first album for sure.
Yeah. That's what I think about it. Now we got watch him drop. Ganksta Nip is another MC that's dope at that patois. Maybe not
Yeah,
as
he
dope.
is good at it. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe not as dope as Spice One or KRS, but he's definitely dope at it. You know what I'm saying? The beat on here is dope, but it's just there for me. This song, Nip talks about, crooked cops and police brutality. It's okay, man.
he did it better on the
Okay.
first album.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's like this to me feels like a sequel to Slaughter, but it's nowhere near as good as that.
Yeah. Slaughter's so
Uh,
fucking good.
Yeah, it's a decent song. It's not bad. I do, like you said, I like his patois, his raga kind of style. That killing a crooked cop, me watching killing a crooked cop.
Yeah,
I thought that was dope. You know what I mean? And he actually mentions Rodney King on the first album as well on the song. Actually speak louder for words. He says, shout out to Rodney King. I got their ass on Slaughter, which I always thought was really funny because that song has Willie D on it, and you would know how Willie D feels about Rodney King.
oh yeah,
That was funny. Yeah, this song is fine. It's like I said, I appreciate the subject matter on here, obviously, like the Rodney King situation, and you had other situations similar to this around that time. And I totally understand, highlighting this and telling people, about police brutality and all that kind of stuff. But like I said before, he did it better on the first album. Slaughter is just so much better. I listened to Slaughter earlier on today, and it's just a much more brutal song. It's much more over the top, but at the same time, I think it just put its point across much better. And again, it's very normal song from Ganksta NIP. You know what I mean? That's the last thing I want from Ganksta NIP is a normal song.
exactly.
Yeah.
Now here's when we differ.
Oh, I know.
Oh my god! I think I said I liked this before, but now I fucking don't. Strictly for the Club, absolute ass. Doesn't fit Nip or the album at all. It's fucking terrible. That's just me.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite. Well, don't know if it's my favorite song. It's one of my favorite songs in the album. I really like the production on this song. That bass line is so dope, I think, in my opinion. I get what you're saying. Lyrically, it's not really a great song. Again, like subject matter wise, it's not really that great, but I do love the production on this track. I think it's awesome.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Respect. And then,
but yeah, no, like a close. Actually, I have a story about it, a very brief story. This is the one time I ever spoke to Ganksta NIP, actually.
Oh shit!
On Twitter, yeah, and some guy was like posting his CD or something, and he was asking him, "Is this the original press?" And he was just like, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, strictly for the club, you know what I mean? That's my joint in there." And he was just like, "Already."
Already, that's that Houston shit.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
That's dope, man. Hell yeah. Now, you get to my favorite song now. I just fucking love this shit. Coming to My World. The best and my favorite song on this album, in my personal opinion. Incredible use of that Bootsy Collins, May the Force Be With You sample. Shout out to Vibe for finding me that.
Yeah.
My Uncle Ben knowing what the fuck it was. He loves that shit. I love how Nip is mimicking the beat with his flow on here. It's such a good song. It's not like Nip either, but I love it. If it's good, it's good.
It works.
Yeah, I really like this fucking song. Yeah, Coming to My World is a great song to me.
Yeah, I like this song too, and I like how it's sampled as well. It sounds rough. You can actually hear the vinyl like snapping and cracking and stuff, but that really adds to the atmosphere, I think. And I like the fact that he basically sings on this song. Like, there's not much actual like normal rapping from him. He's basically singing, but it sounds good. It sounds dope. You know what I mean? I like how he kind of floats over the production on here. And I like this song. You know what I mean? It has that kind of like, it's a song that you listen to at night. It just takes you, like, it does take you to another world. And a fun fact as well, his tattoo that he has on his stomach, it actually says "Come into my world" around his belly, basically. So there you go. I don't know why you would have that tattooed on you, but respect.
That's hilarious. I think he also got, because I was looking at it was a back cover one time to the third album, and he's got like the Softbox Psycho cover on his chest.
Oh yeah. Because that's actually what I have as the display picture here. Because he has like no pictures basically, so I picked that one. But I think you're right.
Yeah, it's a great fucking song. Then we get That's How It Is, Psycho Part 2.
Bro, they list it as Psychic Part 2, which has to be a mistake.
Oh, Psychic Part 2, yeah. Yeah, I see it. Little J talking that shit in the beginning. This is the sequel to the absolute classic Psycho off his classic debut, the Southpark Psycho. I think he recycles one of the verses on the Ghetto Boys posse cut. Bring It On. I'm pretty sure.
Did he? I didn't even pick up on that.
Because that fucking cheeseburger line is definitely from there.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, definitely a decent song, but it's not half as brutal and grimy and so fucking just torturous as the original. If you went more raw on it, it'd be much better. Because you think about Chucky, and then think about Chuckwick. I think Chuckwick is a phenomenal sequel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just keeping it a stack. It's dope, but you could have went harder on this motherfucker. That's just me.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really like it, to be honest. And I'll tell you why. I don't know. See, I know we've talked about sequel albums before, but do you know what
Yeah.
I dislike more? Sequel songs. I think they're usually not that good. I know there are exceptions, like New York State of Mind Part 2 is dope. You know what I mean? I know there are.
Chuckwick for me too, bro. I gotta go Chuck. That's me. Chuckwick.
Yeah. No, it's dope. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But I mean, I don't know. He's going to the well like immediately. Like this is the second album, and he's already like doing this, and it's like the same beat. You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing. I don't know. It's like it's just a weaker version of a song that he's already done. That's
I'm
how
not even mad at that. I don't like this
yeah.
shit that much, to be
No,
honest.
it's not that good. I don't think.
Yeah. Yes. It's a poor record. Let's keep it a stack.
I wouldn't go that far.
It is. Well, to me.
Oh yeah, but that's the Omen. You know, I know that it is Damien too, but you know what I mean. That's like a
Yeah.
series. Like you know what I mean. I don't know. I'm trying to distinguish a difference, but yeah, with this here, it's just lazy. You know what I mean? At
I like
least like
about 4 songs.
the
It's
Omen is at
special.
least a different beat and everything. You know what I mean? It's like this is just literally the same thing.
Yeah. It's not a good album. I'm just keeping it a buck. But what is good is Fuck You, featuring K Reno, Dope E, and Point Blank, Southpaw Coalition. Dope ass posse cut. Southpaw Coalition shit, man. I fucking love this song. K Reno sets it off lovely. OPB stands for overrated punk ass bastards, Ended it off so hard. And then I think it's from Psycho, if you don't like the way I rap, tough shit,
Yes.
nigga, fuck you, Oh, man.
That chopped and screwed kind of style, yeah.
Yeah. Dopey did his thing on here. Handle my business. SPC ain't no sloppy click. The law searched my car and found a kilo of floppy disks. That shit hard. Point Blank definitely talking that talk on here. Just dissing wannabe MCs. Nip is dope on here too, for sure. Telling his homies in the SPC not to do these horrible things to their enemies, but he's really saying do that shit, without a doubt, one of the absolute best songs on the album. Definitely in my top 3 on the record because there's not much good on here. That's me.
Yeah, I probably the best song on the album for sure. You know what I mean? Not sure if it's my favorite, but it's the best song in my opinion.
Yes.
I love everything about this song. I think it's really really good. I love the beat on here as well. It's kind of like low key, but it's awesome. You know what I mean? It's just that kind of dark little bit of piano, a little bit of bass, and that's it. You know, it's just it plays its role perfectly. And like you said, that sample from Psycho from the first album. If you don't like the way I rap, tough shit, fuck you. Like it's so simple, but it's so cool, And yeah, you got like you said, K Reno, Dopey, and Point Blank. This is the exact same lineup that was on Rough Brothers from South Park on the first album. And they actually rap in the same order as well, which is really funny. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but yeah, I thought that was interesting too. I thought K Reno had the best verse on here. I thought he was brilliant. You know, how he comes in saying, boom, the topic is a catastrophic. The targets are gunnable. K Reno's torture mile is unrunnable. Yeah, really, really dope. And then Dopey, yeah, he's dope too. You know, obviously one half of the Terrorists. The Terrorists did quite a lot of production on the first album. I don't think they did any production on this album, so maybe that's one of the reasons why the production was a bit different for sure. But Dopey, he's usually on that kind of like militant kind of kick. But yeah, his verse on here is like super super violent on here, talking about first I'll take your wrists and cut it, your blood. I love it. Yeah. That's dope. I thought Point Blank's verse was okay, not as like dope or as like gully as the first two. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you said, he's kind of going at like wannabe MCs, he calls out like, NWA Ice Cube wannabes and stuff like that. But yeah, his verse not quite as strong as the first two in my opinion. And like you said, Ganksta NIP, he like shouts out basically everyone in the South Park coalition, like, but in a way, if it's like, like you said, he tells them not to do these things, but like low key, he's basically going to let those things happen. And the thing that I don't get, right, is
Yeah.
this a weird like cannabis, 4 2 3 2 1 thing? Why are they at the end are they saying, bitch ass point blank, that fake ass point blank, when we see you, your ship's gonna sink? Why are they saying that at the end?
I had no. I was like, what? I always befuddles me. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Because is this one of those like things where they got him on there and they're like, right, we're gonna diss him? I don't know,
Oh,
because obviously that's kind of what happened with cannabis and like LL Cool J, when they fell
yeah.
out. I don't know. That's a head scratcher because I listened to Psychotic Genius earlier on today, and he was very complimentary to Point Blank on there. So I don't know what happened there. That's bizarre. Yeah.
Bitch ass Ross Hartley.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Oh my god, makes no sense.
Bizarre. Yeah. Apart from that, I think the song's great. Yeah, it's really good.
It's like we dissing you and Ross, you and Steve right after the fucking show or something. And I just did a show with y'all niggas. Yeah, it makes no sense. But there you go. You get Psychic Thoughts, Ganksta NIP, man. Shit, like every episode, we give our top 3 songs and the mic rating of the album. This is a short fucking episode, nigga. 30 minutes. For
Quite a
me,
short album. Yeah.
yeah, 11 songs. So for me, top 3 songs, Coming to My World, without a fucking shadow of a doubt. Then I go with Fuck You, and then Not Watch Him Drop, probably. Is that the one where he's almost sounding like the first album?
Only Nip can do it.
Only Nip can do it. Yeah. So it's Coming to My World, Fuck You, and Only Nip can do it. I'll go with those 3. And for me, it's just a poor record. I really, really like 3 songs. Like really, really like. They're like struggle likes the other ones. It's not good. That's just me personally. And I give this motherfucker 3 mics. Like
Oh,
dead ass
I
serious.
thought you were gonna go lower than that.
2, nigga. 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5. Like I'm serious. Like it's not good, especially after the South Park Psycho, boy. You know,
Yeah.
that's just me. Not everything's gonna be 5 mics and 4.5s, bro. You gotta do these episodes, man. So yeah, there you have it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I'm not mad at that at all because I agree with a lot of the stuff that you're saying as far as
Yeah,
like
man.
he sounds different on here, he raps different on here, lyrics just aren't that sharp on here. You know what I mean? He talks about interesting things, but it's not stuff that I want to hear from him. I want to hear about how he was born and his a fish head in his brother's chest. That's what I want to hear. you know? But yeah, it's just those like funny, like clever lines that were all over the South Park cycle. They're not here, and the production is nowhere near as dark either. There's dark production on here for sure on songs like Trance and Fuck You and stuff, but like in comparison, the first album's so much darker. All the way through. Like some of the beats in that are really, really dark, like horror movie rap with that scream that's all the way through it. It's just so like there's nothing on this album that comes close to being as dark as that, in my opinion. Or songs like Disgusting, the sexual track on there, it's got like a really dark beat on it. Like everything on that album just has a haunting kind of vibe. This album does have some dark production, but it's not as strong. You know what I mean? Nowhere near. And yeah, I mean, I like the album more than you, I would say, for sure. I wouldn't say it's a bad album. I would just say it's okay. It's decent. You know what I mean? It's not for me. It's not bad, but it's not. It's just nowhere near as good as the first one. I actually might like Psychotic Genius a little bit more from this one now, just because that album has really good production. But again, that I think everything after this has the same problem where it's just like he was never able to come close to the South Park Psycho. Like, not, I mean, maybe he didn't even try. You know what I mean? Maybe he's just like, you know what, that's my masterpiece. I'm just like gonna try stuff that's not like that anymore. I don't know, but yeah, it's a decent album. It's at least short. You know what I mean? I think the fact that it's only 11 tracks is in this album's favor. You know what I mean? It doesn't like over it doesn't bore you. You know what I mean? It's a pretty easy listen. So I'll give it props for that. And you know, there's enough like variety and like subject matter and production and stuff. You know what I mean? It's definitely not a boring listen or anything like that. Those are like the worst albums to me, like just ones that are boring. But yeah, decent record, but it's not incredible. I'll give it 3. I think three marks is more than fair. My top 3 songs go with "Fuck You," "Strictly for the Club," and "Psychic Thoughts," probably the title track. But yeah, I mean, for me personally, there's nothing that I really hate on here. Like, there's nothing like horrendous. You know what I mean? But there's just that feeling of like, this isn't what I want. You know what I mean? And that's not good. You know?
It's like, I don't know, dude. Gotta use an analogy for this one.
Yeah.
It's like getting head from motherfucking Common Lecture from like 9-3. That's so fuck psycho. And then some of my wrestling heads getting some top from Bertha Faye. That's this. That's shit. That's my personal opinion, bro. I just don't like it that much at all, bro. I keep it a stack.
I mean, they go with a wrestling example. It's the first album, The Rockers, and it's the second album, The New Rockers. Is that
Leaf Cassidy. This is Leaf Cassidy all day, right here. Sean and Marty and stuff like Psycho. Yeah. Google Bertha Faye if y'all niggas don't know who that is.
Oh yeah, that's classic. That's old school right there. Yeah.
Common Lecture like a 9-3, 9-4 when French signed her. Woo!
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's South Park Psycho, bro.
Oh yeah, no, South Park Psycho is one of the greatest. It really is. It's fantastic.
South Park Psycho is motherfucking Selma Hayek from Dusk Till Dawn, and this is motherfucking some bird from the projects that just ugly, terrible, bro.
Are you sure you want to keep your mic rating, or are you going to lower it down more?
It's 2.
Yeah, for me it's a 3. I think it's hard.
Oh, I couldn't believe. I was like, damn, this shit's not good. Yeah, man, that's just me, bro.
And the album cover's weird.
It's whack. Yeah.
Oh no, I wouldn't. I kind of like it, but I don't understand it. You know what I mean? It's like I like the idea. Like I kind of like if one side means something, like I can picture that being dope. Sort of like, you know, Judgment Day by Isham, you know, when it's fully completed and there's 2 sides, you know what I mean? It can be dope when you do something like that. But here it's like, it's too similar. It's like plain spot the difference.
And I don't want to shit on Nip, but I'm keeping it a thought. Like, I worship, I own these albums I'm dissing, bro. Physically, motherfucker. Y'all niggas can't say that. You know? Now, the South Park Psycho is a fucking 5 mic album. Should have went platinum, nigga. I worship that album. Underground, no fucking videos, nothing. And that's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this, I'm not a fan of.
It's better for his 4th album.
I never heard it. It's like a black and white joint.
Interview with a Killer, yeah.
Was that 9-8?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I see some Pen and Pixel album too with him on there. Like maybe some wannabe Pen and Pixel.
Oh, yeah. It's like the year after, I think. Yeah.
9-9. I never heard that. You heard that shit?
No.
No. Facts.
Is it him with the really horrible Facebook cover? Didn't he do that at some point later on?
Oh, I remember that shit. Yeah. Fuck, man.
Brother Nip and stuff like that. He would go.
Yeah, I watched an interview with him with this fine ass light skinned bitch, and he was talking about how Brother Nip he's more positive. He's trying to help the young brothers and sisters out there, but Ganksta NIP is the negative, and he's explaining his monikers and shit like that. But
I'm fine with that. Like that's
yeah,
but it's just the execution's not there.
No.
Wages of Sin on Seagram's album, The Dark Roads, now that's a dope song. With Bushwick Bill as well.
Yeah, I worship.
Yeah.
Those are albums that I fucking love.
Yeah,
but I got over never having them. I got them downloaded and I love them. That way I don't give a fuck. Seagram is dope as fuck, bro.
What's your favorite? Here's a question for you. Rap A Lot Records. What's your favorite year of Rap A Lot?
1991 is very strong. You know what I'm saying? Terrorists. We can't be stopped. Convicts album. 92 is fucking great. 93 is good. 94 is dope. What would I pick? That's hard.
Yeah, it is hard. Yeah.
90,
I was thinking about it. Yeah.
91, maybe. 92. I can't choose.
I would probably say 92 because 92 has South Park Psycho, Little Big Man,
Little Big Man, yes,
Going Out Like a
sir.
Soldier, The Dark Roads by Seagram. What else came out in 92? I know the Choice album came out in 92, but no one cares about that.
Yeah, fuck her.
Willie D dissed her hard. Yeah, 92 also had Too Much Trouble, Bringing Hell on Earth.
I fucking love that album, bro.
Big Mellow's debut, Bonehard Zaggin'. That's on there. Yeah.
Bonehard niggas. Yeah.
Yeah. That's dope album too. So yeah, I mean, 92 is definitely up there for me. I also think 95 is actually a very dope year for rap a lot, mostly like West Coastish kind of stuff. So you got CJ.
Oh, 95 is fantastic. Yes. Menace Clan.
Yeah, Pop LQ.
Yeah.
The Four Boys, Rated G is 95. Yeah, it's really good.
Rated G is just fucking fuck you music, nigga. That's it.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Absolutely. Phenomenal label. I would say 92, 91.
Yeah, 91 is amazing because you got Convicts, We Can't Be Stopped, Mr. Scarface is Back,
yeah,
Terrorists, yeah.
91, even though it's 92, definitely though. I don't know, nigga. It's hard, but if I gun to my head, probably 91. Yeah.
94 is dope too because you got the Diary,
the Black Monk. What's up? The Black Monks. That's the name of them.
Yeah. Secrets of the Hidden Temple. Yeah.
Dope, but fuck that nigga from Discogs, bitch ass nigga. I bought it and he like never shipped it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, fuck off. I think I told you that shit. Like it was years ago. Yeah.
Something serious, Big Mike.
Yeah, fantastic. The
Odd
Diary.
Squad. Yeah.
Yep, Odd Squad. Fucking love Odd Squad.
Yeah, 94 might be my second favorite actually. Looking at that list, yeah. Reality Check by Seagram, that's also 94. Yeah. Oh, Trinity Garden Cartel. Don't blame it on the music. That's 94 as well. That's a dope album.
Ignorant shit. I got that for a good price. I couldn't believe how much I got that for. 25 maybe.
That's good. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, nigga, Rap a Lot is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, everything from like 91 to like 97 is pretty great. Yeah. 98 is where they started to lose it a little bit, but they're still obviously we had the Dude and stuff like that in 98, you know?
Yeah, so. GD with Key, which I like a lot.
Yeah, that's dope too, yeah. Do or Die, Heads or Tails came out.
Oh man. Nigga. that and Devin's record are my favorite from 98. Oh my god. So fucking good. It's violent. And they got the fly pimp shit on there too. That shit's fire, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Love Heads or Tails. That's my favorite album from them.
Yeah, I probably agree. I mean, I've only really heard the first two, but yeah.
Yeah, so I heard these too, my nigga. Shout out to my Midwest United Juggalos, Bobby, Blaze, Jiggy Fresh. We always talk about Do or Die, bro. Twister and all that gangster Midwest shit.
Ride in the backseat of the
Cali? Chop it up with Do or Die. Oh yeah, and Player Like Me or some shit like that. Ding 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 ding. Oh, so fucking good. Johnny P, boy, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah. One day, when I'm not doing real life shit, you know, bills and all that fuck shit, I'm gonna see if I can get the Rap a Lot albums I need. You know what I'm saying? and buy the ugly shit I have over. Like, for enough for everybody, I would love to get that CD.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have that.
Yeah, I would love to get that. I would love to get the Fifth Word Boys album, the second one, Rated G.
Yep.
The Black Monks again. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, bro. I seen Too Much Trouble for $40. That ain't that bad compared to what it goes for usually.
The
You know what I'm
first one?
saying? The first one, yeah.
Yeah.
Just grimy shit. Love it.
Second album's not bad as well. It's actually got
Got
some
it.
good stuff on there, yeah.
I never heard it. I seen the cover. I know, I never heard it.
Yeah, like the pinkish kind of cover, yeah.
Yeah. Then Rap a Lot was also like the takeoff songs on albums, like the Big Mellow record. That's why you sent it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think it's much that was taken off, but yeah, I think something was taken off. Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
I gotta have my album as the OG, even if it's
Yeah.
digital. I gotta have it sent to me. But yeah, Rap a Lot was dope, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just an unbelievable run they had. Yeah. Oh, it's just I was thinking about this as well while listening to the Ganksta NIP. Do you think is there any possibility that he was told to tone it down for the second album?
As Ganksta, as Little J, what? Go ahead, brother.
No, I'm just saying it's like there's a slight possibility that something like that could have happened. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
As Ganksta, Little J is, I would say no, but then again, you might have said, "Hey Nip, yeah, a little too crazy on that album." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not impossible for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good thought. That's a really good thought. I didn't even think of that shit.
Yeah. We want to sell more than 12 copies next time.
That's hilarious. Oh, it's the first album is just so fucking good to me, bro. It's what I love, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's like a top 5 Rap a Lot album. Yeah, easily.
Absolutely. Oh, of course, bro. I like the wicked shit, bro. I'm a juggalo. You feel me? Like, I like that shit. And then on here, it's just like some just run-of-the-mill shit, man. Just, I don't know. Any rapper does this type shit. It's not that good, man. I'm sorry. I already said what I feel about it, but yeah. If anyone wants to make me a trade for some really dope Rap a Lot album, I'll do that shit, bro. You feel me?
I'm sure that goes for some bread, doesn't it? I'm sure.
Yeah, I won't sell it because I like to have all 3 NIP albums, but I'm just talking about shit. But man, I told you a couple of weeks back, I was so dope, man. I was cleaning, and it's always dope when you forget shit. And I seen the DMG and Terrorist albums. I said, I forgot I had these. I was like, hell yeah. That's that motherfucking COVID check, my nigga. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I got one of them in the shrink. I think it was DMG was in the shrink wrap.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm gonna go on eBay and see what they're going for now. These are the ones I'm missing. I know it's crazy fucking money, man. Even in a climate where like CDs are fucking dead, but $100 and it's the chopped and screwed version. That's fucking amazing, isn't it? Wow. You got the one I got for $13. I'm trying to look for the original one. This ought to be the better place, I think. Oh yeah. Shit, $35 for the fucking OG.
For what? For which one?
For Not For Everybody.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, it's a fucking tape.
Oh no.
Fuck, the way that was pictured, I couldn't see. I had to put it on.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I mean, if you found the tape in like a pawn shop, that would be good.
That was like Brothers Doobie.
Yeah, yeah, that would be dope. Yeah.
What up, Red?
What's up?
What it is? Just looking for Rap a Lot shit. You can hear me, right?
Yep.
I got that stupid fucking signal near my shit, so I don't know if
it's gotcha.
Yeah, so next week we're going live on a Friday instead of a Saturday. And it's going to be an album I actually love.
Oh, yeah.
Esham, Kill the Fetus. Cannot wait. 1993, 30 years. Halloween, spooky season type beat. Can't wait. And according to... Oh, absolutely, bro. And according to the drunk nigga at Revelations, I know Esham, so... Yeah.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, apparently
Yeah,
they're famous.
absolutely. And
So.
and shout out to the boy Rombone. You know, he's famous too.
Oh yeah, big
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like the Beatles, you know what I mean? Just constantly like girls just screaming every time you're out in the
Oh,
street. Right?
I wish. Fucking hell. One of them sexy ass thuggalettes, my nigga. Let's go. You know what's dope though? A lot of people from that show are starting to add me on Facebook now. I thought that was fire. You know
Oh,
what I'm
that's
saying?
cool.
Yeah, because nigga Darby said my name 3 times, bro. So, you know, that was so lit, bro. That's, nigga, I've been a Hatchet Rising. Okay. Wicked Wonka. Fucking you name it. Shangri-La. That's up there with that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even joking. That night was fucking fantastic. Shout out to Ouija, bro. Humble ass nigga, bro. Ugh.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Yeah. And today makes 1 fucking week since that show, bro. Yo, son, I could have. Yo, when they took me through the back,
Yeah.
and I hit, yo, Mike. It was Darby. I was like, oh shit. I was so, and then Kev Buck, he dapped me up. The owner of C17, and then we just like, yo, what's up? Oh man, it was almost surreal. Like I told you before, like
Yeah, like a dream.
yeah, you're listening to this nigga all day, and then boom, that's so. Oh man, that was so ill. So if you're a jug, go to that Revelation store, man. They hitting it big. I think they're in PA tonight. Yeah,
Nice.
I needed that. I needed that, bruh. I needed that. So if the clowns come back over here, nigga, I'm going. You know?
Yeah, hopefully they'll be good, like other good shows like that.
Yeah. And meeting up with Rome Bone beneath the dirt, bro, that was just fantastic. You know what I'm saying? We spent the whole show wilding together, bro. Fantastic, bro. That was surreal too.
Oh yeah.
Before I leave this fucking earth, somehow, some way, I gotta meet you.
Yeah, hopefully.
Gotta meet Ricardo, Steve. Oh man, yeah. Revelations was special, bro. Yeah, I don't know if they're coming over there, bro. I look at that. I don't think they are, bro. I think it's just like East Coast shit, Midwest. They're going Midwest. You're Midwest, nigga. But I don't know if they're going there though. But yeah, man. There you have it. Ganksta NIP. Psychic thoughts on what I conceive. Next week, Friday, Esham, Kill the Fetus, which I just love. Maybe one song I don't like on there. But other than that, it's a classic.
666 in the back of my hand.
Oh, yeah. It's so dope. It's so dope. Right? Oh, I love Kill the Fetus. Like I told you before, like when we had that private conversation, they were playing at the club. They were playing like intermissions, and they played Sunshine. Oh, yeah. Me and Ron rapped the whole thing, and this dope ass ninja with Timbos on and a red and white Carnival of Carnage shirt. He rapped that whole shit too. It's like, fuck yeah, you know, shoot a little dice, fuck a little hoe. Oh man, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was euphoric, Ron. I can't even tell you. It was euphoric.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, just the energy and
yes.
Yeah.
When you're depressed and you need shit like that, bro, I needed that. So.
Watch the crackhead say hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. When he said, "Well, my brains blew out in the sunshine." I extended my arms, rapping that shit, bro. Oh man. Good times. Yeah, see, this nigga knows the vibe. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
You sound unholy. I'm so fucking pissed, Vod, because I could have went to the 3-Headed Monster tour, bro. I don't pay attention.
Oh, really?
I didn't pay attention. Yeah. They were in Cambridge, which ain't far from me at fucking all, bro.
Well, hopefully they do another one.
Oh, yeah, that'd be dope, bro. Or just like the clowns go back to the Palladium or something, man. I would love that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, y'all. we're gonna head up out of here, but there's not no one really in the chat. But shout out to y'all. See y'all niggas on Friday. Peace.
Have a good one.